To say it simply, if I say, I am this loving person and I want to be in the world as a healer, and I start slipping up, and when I'm stressed or I'm scared or I'm angry, I start being sharp with others, then I hit a wall to my path. The next steps are no longer being made available to me. And let's look at what that means for us. That means that our path will stop in terms of going forward and past where we are until we experience ourselves confidently, totally, as the person we want to be next. Once we are able to get through a few difficult moments with our heart wide open and ensuring that we don't cause anyone around us harm, that's the point where the next door opens to our next level. And we are able then to start receiving the gifts and the tools that come with the next level in order for us to get strong and competent and capable in that next level. So if we're kind of at the edge of that next level, then, and we know that we're not exhibiting what we need to get that door open, then we know we can saturate our consciousness in the knowledge, in the understanding, in the details of where we think we need to be, where we think we are. And do this without judgment. If we judge ourselves and say, oh, I did that again, and oh my gosh, I'm not where I thought I was, then the ego is still in charge. The ego is still creating a barrier of control. And so you want to remember that you want to take your conscious attention away from the ego as much as possible, be able to observe it, but you choose your heart as your guide, as the lead in your life. Now that means still that you do want the truth. You want to really understand, where am I at on my path? If I said I'm entering into my path right now, what level am I at? Do I still feel like I'm very, 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 very needy of being held in some way? Do I feel like, oh, I feel so relieved in so many ways, and I love it when I can step up to the occasion with my heart and fiercely move forward in life from that place? But I can also see that when I'm doing that, I can get knocked back down easily if things don't go my way. Or am I at this place where I feel like, hey, I am doing it, I am loving, and yet I feel I am missing some crucial key inside of myself that will unlock that door of transformation. And let's explore this together as we go forward. And again, tell ourselves the truth, because that truth is what allows us also to move forward. But if you tell yourself the truth and then let the ego clomp onto that truth and then beat you up for it if you're not where you think you want to be, again, you're just kind of back under the spell of the ego. Let's move back into the heart and into telling ourselves the truth with compassion and with a compassionate response to ourselves. As I said, it is so important to know where we are, because if we don't, we are stuck in an unconscious loop of repetition that is never ending, that can last an eternity, lifetimes. The moment we're ready to tell ourselves the truth, and telling ourselves the truth doesn't mean that you kind of observe yourself and say, oh yeah, I know what I'm doing. I know that I am mean, but you don't have a caring response to that. If I'm telling myself the truth, I'm doing that from an incredibly heart-centered place, meaning that the minute I see that I'm behaving in a way that's demeaning to others, that immediately I feel concern and care and my own pain for the pain I am putting out in the world. And that is the truth unveiling itself to me, is that recognition with that sense of remorse, not judgment, just a deep understanding of how this world works, this deep understanding that the world works on offense, defense, aggression, passiveness, attack, defense from attack. And if we want the world to be a different place, one of us, each of us, one at a time, have to say, we're going to be the ones that lays down all of our weapons and believes that the heart and the heart alone can set us all free.